Hey everybody, AmeriCap here with a brand new video. Today, I'd like to do a video essay on why democracy isn't freedom. But before we get into that, I'd like to once again thank my patron Kalela for supporting this channel and helping me to make better videos. Anyway, enjoy the show!
We bop and hippity hop, I'm as happy as I can be. Whoa, boom, boom, and hippity zoom. Love is sweet, love is grand, works one. We bop and hippity hop, I'll never be a millionaire.
Ah, democracy. The institution prized by many statists as being the one thing that makes a society free. In fact, it's not uncommon to hear them use the word interchangeably with freedom. This idea that majority rule somehow means freedom is absolutely fucking ridiculous. Now, I will admit that of all the forms of statism, democracy is at least a somewhat decent attempt at tackling one of the fundamental problems of statism, which is accountability. You see, the ultimate reason why voluntarism is superior to statism is because the state doesn't have to be accountable for its actions. If it spends too much money, they'll just steal more from you next time. If it kills shitloads of people through war, they'll just draft you and say it's necessary to protect your freedom. If they fail to do their job of protecting you and providing justice, then they just put themselves on trial and decide they don't have an obligation to protect you. And yes, all of those things, including the last one, have happened. Now compare that to the free market, in which companies are forced to compete for your business in order to make money. If they behave unethically or fail to provide the promised good or service, then you can simply stop paying for it and find a company you like to provide said good or service. This means that companies have to behave ethically and provide quality service in order to remain in business. Now democracy, or at least representative democracy, is essentially an attempt at bringing this same kind of accountability to the state. The idea is that if the state governs itself according to the will of the people, then it can oppress them, and that if your leaders can be voted out for doing a poor job, then they'll be motivated to do a better job. However, this system still ultimately fails at addressing accountability, and in the process chooses the will of the majority at the expense of the individual. So let's break down why this is. Well, first of all, democracy fails to provide true accountability. This is because even when the government fucks up royally, it very rarely falls to a vote, and the government itself is usually the one that puts itself on trial. And even then, it only happens in extreme cases of negligence, and just day-to-day offenses the state is responsible for are usually swept under the rug. However, let's say for a second that you were extremely dissatisfied with a local politician. Depending on how far he is into his term, it could take years to vote him out, and if a majority of people don't feel the same way, it won't even happen. Now compare that to a system in which law and order are provided by the free market. If you're dissatisfied with the service, you can find another one whenever you want. No majority required. Even if most people prefer that business, you don't have to pay for their service. Imagine hiring someone to mow your lawn and take care of your yard, and the only way to fire him is if a majority of your neighborhood agrees that he's awful. And even if they do, you're forced to pay for his service for 4 more years until his term is over. That's essentially what democracy is. Democracy is the assumption that the majority can't be wrong, and anyone that's ever taken a debate class will tell you that's an appeal to popularity, which is a logical fallacy. Yep, that's right, the system so many claim to be the best system for preserving freedom is based on a logical fallacy. The reason appeal to popularity is a fallacy is because the majority aren't always right. I mean, just off the top of my head, a majority of people apparently think that high tariffs and increased regulations on international trade will strengthen our economy. A majority of people believe that taxation isn't theft, and an overwhelming majority are statists. So yes, the majority can be dead fucking wrong. Now this is of course the part where a conservative chimes in with the classic, "The US isn't a democracy, it's a republic. There's a difference, you know." And yeah, technically that's true. However, representative democracy isn't much better than direct democracy. The only considerable difference is that instead of having the majority decide directly on policy, they simply get to elect whoever they feel will force their will upon others. So yeah, not much of a fucking improvement. But I mean, hell, even Socrates had his critiques of democracy, and rightfully so, considering he was sentenced to death by a democratic jury for supposedly corrupting the youth. But yeah, let's keep pretending this system is one of virtue. Now this is the part of the video where a statist might say, well, democracy may not be perfect, but do you have a better system, smart guy? And to that person I say, sit down and shut up, because I'm about to school your ass on what freedom actually is. There is a better system out there that ensures everyone gets what they want, and the rights of the individual aren't sacrificed for the iron will of the majority. It's called voluntarism. Yes, Voluntarism, folks. A system in which law and order are provided by free market entities that have a profit incentive to ensure their customers are satisfied. No one is coerced into paying for things they don't want or need. No voting booths or ballot boxes required. Simply vote with your dollar and you will, if nothing else, get what you want. That's the power of the free market. You, the individual, get to decide what's best for you and what you want to spend your money on. Now, the reason I wanted to talk about this is because there seems to be this batshit insane belief amongst leftists nowadays that if they put the word democratic in front of whatever the hell they're talking about, it'll instantly become a good thing. The most prominent example of this being democratic socialism. They often claim that because their form of socialism is democratic, that it can't be totalitarian or even authoritarian. However, anyone that knows anything about democracy or socialism, other than that they're nice words to say when you're trying to impress your friends with how virtuous your politics are, would tell you that this is a complete fucking lie, and would probably laugh in your face. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for today, guys. I'm sorry this video took so long, but I've been dealing with some personal stuff, and I'll be starting school soon, so expect another gap in videos shortly. Yay! For now, though, I plan on doing a live stream soon to celebrate hitting 100 subs, and after that, hopefully another video before school starts. So, thank you all for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment below, and until next time, this has been AmeriCap, your friendly neighborhood American capitalist. Good night, everybody! Hey guys, it's me again. Thanks for staying till the end of the video. If you like this channel and want to support my content, then be sure to visit my Patreon. If you like my videos but don't like YouTube, then be sure to visit my BitChute as well. Both will be linked in the description below. I'd like to once again thank my first patron, Khalil Robinson, for supporting my channel, as well as all of my loyal subscribers.